out. So I got a bunch of Cyanotype pre-made papers all at once, which is why I got the big package, even though this is a tiny little thing. So this is 4.1 by 5.8, so sort of index card size. And the benefit of little sizes is if you're working with kids, which is what I'm going to be doing with these, is that these are easy for them to handle. It's a nice small size, but there's still enough space that you could put a leaf or two on it, or a little bicycle gear or something else fun. So the way these work is that paper is light reactive. That's why it's in this sealed envelope. So you want to keep it in the sealed envelope as long as there's sunlight around, even if you're inside a house. So if I open this up right now, because it happens to be daytime, it would start to expose. So if you want to look at the paper and get a sense of what it's like, do that at nighttime after the sun is down, and then it'll be fine. It doesn't react to house lights. And then that way, when you're ready to actually do your projects with it during the day, you're able to work with it quickly and know what you're going to be doing. So I will take some pictures and show you how this process works. Alright, so in this container there are the pieces of paper plus a plastic sheet that has a protective film over it that you'll need to remove. So I'm going to take this all out. So we've got the plastic sheet on top. It came out of there. It had a thin film on it that needed to be removed. It's got the instructions that go step by step with how you do the exposure. But really you put the items down, then you put the plastic sheet on top. You take off that plastic film so that it's no longer protecting it, and then you usually weight down the edges of the plastic with rocks or something. And that's just to keep the leaves from flying away. It has no effect on the cyanotype process. So again, we got the objects that are going to cast the shadow, we got the plastic to hold them in place, and then the rocks to hold the plastic in place. So now that it's been exposed for a few minutes, we're going to take this apart, and you can see the shadows of the design. Right now they just happen to show up blue, but once we rinse this off, it'll change over to the natural layout, which is anything in shadow will be white, anything the sun touches will be blue. And you can see the size of it relative in here. It's the lower one on the second to the left. And it's showing up a little fainter here because the sun gets under the leaves because I didn't have them completely pressed flat. But if we use gears or something like that, it'll show up with the whiter color like you see on the far left. So that's how this paper works. It's a smaller size, but it is great for certain kinds of projects.